Hi everyone, I am Brian. I'm going to do a review of the Liquid Books 1 Latest Favorite Stories Lightspan Teacher Guide. So, this is the Liquid Books logo and just Let's Teacher's Guide to Lightspan Adventures. Reading Language Arts. And on the back, it's the Lightspan logo. Now, guys, just the Lightspan Cheetah logo. And just so you guys know, I did do a playthrough of this game, but it's on my terminate. I did play through this game. I did play through like four segments of the game. I did a playthrough of it on my old channel, but unfortunately, the video is it's gone. The playthrough I made this game is now gone, so that's kind of a shame. Well, I will show you the Lightspan teacher guide for this one. So yeah. And there's no Lightspan, there's no pictures of Lightspan characters getting inside the school. So here's the table of contents, and I don't have all the other like books, Lightspan teacher guides, but I'm gonna collect them. So here are objectives of the game Games under the pepper tree. Read, listen to, and explore rhyme. Identify subject of rhyme. Use visual and context clues. Use thematic vocabulary. Concepts covered. Critical thinking skills. Vocabulary development. Rhyme structure and pattern. If the objectives listed here do not address your curriculum reads, then refer to the Lightspan Index. Who Am I is the second book that was in the game. Yeah, so recognize riddle set structure, recall visual details, use thematic vocabulary, vocabulary development, animal habitats, riddle structure, African tales. That's one I like. Interpret adjectives, interpret verbs, use visual and written clues to answer a question, read fables. Yeah. Vocabulary development, critical thinking skills, perspective, fables. I'm not going to read those whole thing because of memory. So, using this Lightspan adventure, and there's Callie from Secret Google Hole in the CD, and here's the adventure overview. So you have the opening cutscene, the animated story, the opening screen, the animated opening cutscene, then you go the first story under the pepper tree, then Who Am I, and lastly African Tales, then gets the ending cutscene. So this shows the introduction of the game, and there's Lety from Mars Moose. I'm surprised she actually had her own game. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, Lety has her own game. Well, actually she does. So here's the starting adventures, the opening screen, and there's level selection screen, and back here, this is what it's about the game. Yes, I played before, it was so nice. Yeah, and here's getting around the adventure. When an arrow becomes, here's all the actions you could do in the adventure as well. There's notes saying in label mode, students see the names of certain objects displayed on the screen. Label mode is available only while exploring reward in Who Am I. Yeah, I might have to go back to the Mars. I might have to play the Mars Moose games again, so I can work on the Mars Moose wiki because I made a Mars Moose wiki in like June. And now here's the one under the pepper tree. Objectives: read, listen. I've read objectives already. In under the pepper tree, students help Chi complete 6 verses of a rhyme poem. As students see and hear each verse of the poem, they try to identify the name of the animal being described. So here's part of the gameplay. Yes, and it tells you how to play the game and notes about it. And how to complete the game, but you complete it by completing 6 verses. And for rewards you get after each verse has been completed, you get to see a store animation of the animal described. When all 6 verses have been completed, students hear the end of the poem under the pepper tree read aloud. And now here's the one for Who Am I. Here are the objectives of the game. In Who Am I, students solve riddles about animals in 4 different habitats: the ocean, the desert, the mountains, and the forest. How to play the game. First, select a habitat. Here's the level selection of the game of Who Am I. Number 2, listen as the riddle is read line by line. Click the animal that the riddle describes. Here's the actual gameplay of Who Am I as well. Yes. And number 4, using the directional arrows on the PlayStation game controller, move the animal to the location to the riddle describes and click. There's more gameplay of it. Number 5, after placing all 4 animals in the correct places, explore the habitat and exit the game. Then choose another habitat and repeat the above steps. Here are notes about the game and how to complete it. Identify and place 4 animals in each of 4 different habitats. Reward: when all 4 animals have been identified and placed correctly in a habitat, an animation of the animals placed and a song is heard. Students may then explore the interactive scene. Yeah, guys, there was like a little point and click section of the game there. And the last book here is African Tales. So objectives. Here are the objectives. And so it's 4. In African Tales, students read 3 fables about animals and discover natural wonders on the Serengeti Plain. How to play the game. Click the bottom, middle, or top of the picture to select the fable. Here's the level selection screen, because most of you think that it's just the background. Well, actually, it's not. It's the level selection screen. So, number 2, listen as the first page is read out loud, and then click the clear forward arrow to continue. So here's the gameplay, I guess. Then number 3, read the remaining pages of the fable, then select the animal the fable describes. So here's more of the gameplay as well. And number 4, select the picture that identifies what the animal discovered. Yeah. This is a very interesting game. I really love this one. Yeah, so does Lety, because he said it's one of her favorite stories. Or is her favorite story. I don't know, but I forgot. I haven't played Lightspan games in a while, but number 5, repeat the above steps for the remaining 2 fables, and those are steps. Here are notes about the game, and here are how to complete it. Read 3 fables and answer the questions about the fables. The reward is, after the fable has been read and the questions answered correctly, students see the animated conclusion of the fable. Now complete the adventure. Here's the picture of what the Rearranger of the Year looks like. At the end of the game, it says, after students have read all 3 of Lety's favorite stories, Lety presents them with a Ranger Reader of the Year award certificate. That's nice. And there are no character biographies here. I was hoping I'd find the song to the lyrics for the songs during the Who Am I part of the game, but I just can't find them. So here's plan a lesson. Here's where it asks questions about the game, like what objectives or themes do you want to teach. Tells you a lot of questions about the game. Yeah, like that one. Recognize real structure, use thematic vocabulary, and here's more. Objectives, themes. Recognize use thematic vocabulary. And Lightspan game, liquid books. Lety's favorite stories, Who Am I? Instructional strategy. In a whole class discussion, review student understanding of riddle structure after model and Who Am I for students. And there's a classroom activity you could do here. It's very interesting and fun. You could do it at your school if your school has Lightspan games, but unlikely they have them now because these come out years ago. So use more. You could also learn about it at home and stuff. Yeah. There's assessment options, and it gives the time over there, 1 hour. Pretty cool, but pretty boring too. And here's 5 lessons with Lightspan. Here are lessons. You get 5 lessons, and then he tells you everything here, like like objective themes for lesson 1. Use use thematic vocabulary. Recognize riddle structure. Use deductive reasoning. Lightspan games. Who am I? Instructional strategies. In a whole class discussion, review student understand of riddle structure, motto, and who am I for students. Classroom activities. Wanted. Home activities. It tells you right there, and assessment options, you get those. Now, I'm going to waste memory on this, so here's classroom materials, and there's links from Secret to Google, and here are classroom activities you could do here. I'm all going to show them, not going to read them. But they're very interesting and cool. You could try them out. Even if you're not, I don't know, but yeah. And so, here's more classroom activities. I'm always showing it to you guys, not gonna read it to you because it's going to waste memory. And here's suggested media. Books here. Yes. Internet sites. You get for websites to enhance your instruction of this Lightspan adventure. Search the web links database found within the curriculum search portion of the Lightspan network. Yeah, they used to have them on CD. These games were rarely made for Windows, but they port them to PlayStation. So now the cutscenes are now have a lower frame rate now. So yeah. Match of the cutscenes were released on list of Let's Play made reads tape of the cutscenes. Oh god, I was so freaking ecstatic if they ever made one. But yeah, here's portfolio ideas here. I'm not gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. Tales from Africa, Wanted, write and illustrate text, construction paper, pipe cleaners, raffia, other text and materials for making the animal tails, pencils, crayons, markers, and all that stuff. Yeah, and here's the continued. Mental activities and stuff. Yes. Just trust me, I love Lightspan games. Well, some can be very boring. And here's Blackline Masters. There's King Wixley from Secret Google. Another character from Secret Google. And here's the progress chart of various stories. There's Lety from the opening cutscene of the game. And yeah, here's calling the bookmarks after you finish each book. So here's the progress you could do if you're in the game. Really awesome. And yeah, here now home activities you could do here. It tells you the day of the weeks you could do it at. Yes. And yeah guys, and there's more. Here's the home activities continued. I do have Mars Moose Sister guides, but they're at my guy's house, and therefore I got them because I'm making a Mars Moose wiki, and I plan to put information about the characters, and games from those wiki from that teacher guide onto my Mars Moose wiki. So here are more classroom activities. Okay, now here's what I could do at home. Parents' Home is for you. Discover some of the things your child learned in this exciting Lightspan adventure. You can ask the questions Wade suggests when he or she first starts playing. Write down your answers after he or she has played the games for a while. Ask again. The next time you talk to your child's teacher, take these notes with you. It's interesting to compare how your child is learning at school and at home. So yeah, here's what you can learn at home. There's more lot of Lety, and yeah, here's tell me about Lety's favorite stories. Name some animals that live on the ocean, desert, forest, or mountains. What clues in the story or book can help you understand what you read? Yeah, you guys, that's what you can do at home. Here's the home continued. Try these activities on the lines below. Write down what happens. So Lety says, for more ideas, check out the home activities. Here's something you could do, guys. It tells you can write notes over there, and the progress chart, and yeah. So there's Lety, and then here's more Planet Lightspan questions. Like preview. Does Lightspan game when determining how you will use it? Instructional strategy. And yeah, guys. So here's Planet Lightspan questions. And then here's the 5 lessons with Lightspan charts as well. Yeah, there's the chart, the progress chart, I guess. And then you get a certificate for Liquid Books, Lety's favorite story. Lety's favorite stories. Congratulations, Lety's favorite stories. Lightspan, great job, Leticia Lety Torres. Leticia, yeah, you get the certificate. Along with the certificate, get inside the game, which is Range Review of the Year, which is I. And yeah, guys, this is the final page of the game, and this came out in 1999. So, yeah, guys. Speaking of that, another Let's Play game known as Road Rider came out in 1999. I'll do a playthrough of the game very soon, and there's a racing game in the end, but it's so complicated because you have to, it's full of, because there are assays that are like complicated controls. It's gonna be so frustrating. Well, I'll try to get fast as soon as I can. I upload the intro just just so you know, but I'll upload more clips of that game soon. I'll try to get a Let's Play teacher guide, and yeah, guys, that's Let's Play teacher guide for Liquid Books, Lety's favorite story. So I plan to read more very soon. So you may subscribe to my channel, comment, rate, share. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day and peace out.